everyone, thanks for coming back for another anime figure opening video today. As you can see, we have 7 figures here that we need to open up at some point. And I posted a picture of all 7 of these figures on Reddit, and it seems that Reddit was most interested in the Racing Miku 2018 EXQ figure. So today, let's open her up. Hello everyone, thank you all for coming back for another anime figure opening today. Today we're going to be opening up the EXQ Racing Miku 2018 Team Ukyo version figure. And before I get to opening this, I do want to show you all this very wonderful magazine that they are now giving away for free in the game centers. This is more of a catalogue for EXQ's lineup for the year. But as you can see, there are some beautiful pictures and release dates for many different figures. You can see again, yeah, there's tons of figures on this page too. There's actually a Cardcaptor Sakura figure there that I didn't know was released. Apparently this came out in January, interesting. There's today's Miku, excited to open her up. A few other figures, more like Kangtae collection figures. Ram and Ram, we will get this Ram when she comes out later this year. It's just lots and lots of figures. So if you're looking for a specific figure, this catalogue is definitely a good place to start so you can see what kind of figures are coming soon. And please remember that this is only the EXQ figures. There are a lot more outside of these. I don't know why all of the Sword Art Online girls are wearing towels or having a bath. Interesting figure lineup. Ooh, and then a few more guys at the back. But yeah, you can pick this up for free in any game center in Japan, so I definitely recommend, well, grabbing one if you can, and just seeing what figures you could possibly win. But anyway, this aside, let's get to opening up our EXQ Racing Miku 2018 figure. Now, starting off with the box, as you can see, this looks absolutely wonderful. There's a very close-up view of Miku on the front. We again have our Crane King and our Band Presto logos up here. We also have our Hatsune Miku logo, again with the Team Ukyo Racing Miku logo here. They release a figure every year. And again, the extremely long title for this figure. On the side, we have a fuller view of Miku. On the back, we have her from behind. And as you can see, we have a lot of sponsors here on the side. Please note that the Good Smile Company is not the main sponsor for this figure. Their figure comes out in November this year. So if you're looking for that, it's about 14,000 yen and you can pre-order it online on their website. But anyway, on the bottom here, we have some Japanese information as always. And then on top, the wonderful EXQ logo. So let's get straight into opening this up. Okay, now these figures are always beautiful. I really get excited when these ones come out because they only come out once a year, but at least they are regular. Last year's Team Ukyo figure had Hatsune Miku as a fairy, and that looked really cool. And we'll give you a few views of that in a little bit so we can compare the two. But of course today we're focusing on this one. Alright, let's open her up. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was really hard to open. Okay. Alright, what do we got? We have cardboard. This is a common theme for EXQ figures, just cardboard. Oh, there we go, of course. Oh, goodness, this doesn't want to come out. Bear with me a second, everyone. Okay, let's put you down over here for a second. Huh, interesting. Okay, I guess we'll get the knife back out and give it a little cut on this tape here. Where would be best? I guess over here. There we go. And I suppose there's more tape. Oh my goodness. Sorry everyone, these figures are not usually like this. This is quite a pain in the backside. Wow, how am I meant to open this up? Do I cut around here like this? Well, usually these are really easy to get open, but this one is being a bit of a... You know what, let's just rip it, it'll be easier. There we go, that's much better. Well, let's get rid of this hell of cardboard here. Don't need any of that. So there we have it. There is Miku in a lot of plastic. Ooh, wonderful, they have 4 sections. All right, let me quickly get this unpacked. Bear with me for 1 second. Okay, so as always, let's start off with the stand. And there we go, there is the stand. And this stand is just very plain. It's just a very glossy white plastic with 2 points sticking out to hold her feet, and a nice little stand here so she can have 1 foot at an angle. You can also see there's 2 tiny little indents here at the top, and I believe this is for her feet, but we'll come to that a little bit later. On the reverse, on the bottom, you can see inside of here there is a name, which is Kanzaki Hiro. So this will be the artist for today's figure. So if you're looking for more art by this person, definitely check them out. But okay, stand. And of course, then moving into today's absolutely exquisite figure. This figure looks absolutely stunning, and there is so much for us to look into today. Yeah, very excited to be reviewing this one today. So, as always, let's start off by taking a look at Hatsune Miku's face. Now, in this face, she looks a little bit cuter, and it makes her look a little bit younger. I think this might be because of the design on her eyes, or maybe the over-the-top blusher that has been put on her cheeks. But either way, it looks beautiful. Looking at her eyes in a little bit more detail, you can see there's actually a little bit of purple in there, along with some blue and a turquoisey green. And this gives a wonderful effect to the eyes. There's also some eyebrows above, her nose sticks out just a little bit this time, and she has a tiny little smile there. But adorable face, absolutely wonderful. Moving into her hair, you can see her hair is made again of a glossy plastic. We haven't seen a Miku figure with glossy plastic hair like this in a little while. Most of them have had a bit more matte colour. And as you can see on the back of her hair, it's parted nicely down in the middle, not in one exactly full line, but it is parted nicely, so it looks like hair should be parted. There's also 2 hairs sticking out at the bottom. This is pretty cute too. And then she also has her hair split here at the front for her fringe. And she's got some long hair here going from a nice turquoisey green into a much lighter lima green. And again, the same is seen on this side too. She also has this interesting little star pattern at the front, like a headband. This is pretty cool because it kind of makes the hair look a little bit more detailed when you're looking at it. And then of course her fringe is just 1 piece in the middle here, or a few pieces in the middle here, sorry, 1 piece, it's wrong. Also on her twin tails, she has this lovely fur pattern kind of scrunchy holding her hair into 2 different parts. And this is extremely highly detailed. This is wonderful. Very happy with that. And then of course her hair comes off into 2 sets. Let's start off with this side. As you can see, the strands go down very nicely from the turquoise into a very lime green color, and then it goes into a more yellow color at the bottom. This wonderful contrast of colors is beautiful. It's very pretty. And again, the same can be seen on this side over here. Wonderful change of colors here. There's a wonderful gradient to them there. But yes, this suits this Miku figure very nicely. So, moving from her face down her body, as you can see, she is wearing a racing top and racing pants. And these look more like cycling tops and cycling pants because, as you can see, well, she's holding a cycling helmet. 2 years ago, the Miku figure was a cycling Miku, which was pretty cool. So I'm guessing that they have returned to that theme this time. And you can see on her top, there's so much to talk about. And first of all, as you can see, this wonderful texture that goes all the way around her shirt is seen all over. And moving in a little bit closer, if the camera will focus, you can see all of these little dots inside of the shirt. And this is probably to make the shirt look like it's more aerated, like most racing shirts would be. But again, EXQ is very, very good at adding little details like this. Just adding these tiny little dots makes the whole figure look so much better. You can also see there is a Team Ukyo logo there at the top behind her neck. Yeah, there's a wonderful black, red and yellow theme going on here. What a wonderful contrast of colours. The designs of these are really, really good. I'm so happy about this. Looking even closer here, sorry to be focusing in on her breasts, but you can see that she's actually unzipping a zip. And it's amazing to see all of the little teeth on the zips there, all nicely detailed. Although my question is, why is she undoing her shirt? It's a little bit creepy. You can also see she's wearing racing gloves on both hands. These are pretty cool. They're nice fingerless gloves. But unfortunately, if the camera, sorry, let's turn this upside down a bit. Unfortunately, as you can see, she doesn't have any nails on any of her hands. But that's not a massive issue because you can't really see her fingers anyway. But yeah, there you go. That is the top half of the Miku figure. Kind of moving a little bit further down, you can see there is a nice red, white and black striped pattern here. Actually, I wouldn't know what to call this pattern. If you do know, please leave a comment below because that would be interesting to know the name of. But again, you can see the zip goes all the way down the jacket. And something really interesting about this year's figure is that our Miku is holding a racing helmet, and it's really good to see them putting safety first in their figures. This might encourage people to wear helmets, I'm not too sure, but regardless, this is a wonderful addition to this figure. And you can see how detailed this is. Every single part of this figure has just so much effort put into it. This goes, oh, let's actually move this hair out the way. Yeah, I forgot to mention, her hair comes out, hey. But if you look a little bit more carefully here, you can see that the helmet is actually open inside here. And there's also these two straps of the helmet here to show that it would connect normally, like a normal helmet. Now, something I forgot to mention about Miku's face here, and it only occurred to me to mention it because I pulled out her hair, but she has these wonderful stars behind her ears on her hair here, and it just adds so much prettiness to her face. It's really, really cool. Yeah, wow. God, I love getting these figures. There's just always so much detail to them. But anyway, right, hair, come back. Okay, good, there we go. Hair's back in now. Brilliant. Okay, and moving from her face down her body down to her pants, these look awesome. You can see they've got a little shiny bit on the outside here, and then they've got that textured pattern on the inside. And this can also be seen on the back. And yeah, she has a very, very firm buttocks. I guess that's what cycling would do to you. But you can also see the detail here where there's two little creases just to show how tight these pants are on her. It's really, really cool. God, I love these figures. You can also see she's got some yellow stripes at the bottom of her shorts to show where they end. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's a wonderful contrast, and it's nice to see that the shorts end here with the yellow and the t-shirt also ends here with the yellow. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, and finally moving down her legs, you can see that one leg is sticking out and one leg is straight. And looking further down at her feet, probably one of the most detailed parts are her socks and her shoes. I mean, look at the stripes on this. This is actually a very, very rough texture here, and it looks so cool. They actually look like real socks. It's so impressive. But more impressive than that are these shoes. I mean, I talk a lot about anime figure shoes, and I don't know why, but these ones look awesome. Now, I feel like these shoes might be some kind of sponsor deal, but there's nothing on this box saying that they are a shoe sponsor. But just looking at these, you can see the tiny holes for air, you can see the laces and the straps and the points that they connect. I mean, a lot of work went into the shoes alone, so that's so cool to see. And then on the base, as you can see, even the soles have a little bit of pattern to them. And here are those two little bumpy bits, which will go very nicely into our stand there, as well as the two holes to put them in. But there you go. Let's get her in her stand and take a quick look with that all as one piece. And there we go. There is our 2018 Racing Miku EXQ figure with her stand. This looks absolutely wonderful, and it's just such a beautiful, beautiful figure. She cost us about 3,000 yen in the game center. I did it while I was in Tokyo on business. It's a shame that they weren't as helpful with this figure as most Osaka staff are. But regardless, we got her and we brought her back to Osaka. So here she is. One last thing I do want to point out is that I've just tried to put her foot into the stand. You can see that this is where it's supposed to go, and it took a long time to get that stuck there, but just a simple bit of movement and that will easily come unclipped, as you can see, which is really, really tough. So just be careful of that. But other than that, this is a stunning figure. Now, of course, I would like to give you all some beautiful shots of this, but before we do that, I do want to quickly show you last year's Racing Miku figure side by side. And here she is. Now, as you can see, these figures are completely different in size and completely different in style, but some similarities do include the hair having the color changing the same way, and a lot of the sponsor kind of logos like Team Ukyo there, and on the back here, the neck. It's a little bit shaky because I'm holding it with one hand. But yeah, this is awesome. Very, very cool. And this I did in a figure showcase video, so you can take a look at the mini review for her. But that aside, here is our Racing Miku figure. So let's finally get to some pretty shots. Let's take a look. Okay, so let's go and find somewhere for you on the shelf. Let's take a walk. So yeah, this is an absolutely stunning Hatsune Miku figure. I'm really, really impressed with this. Now today I'm going to have to put you up here on the windowsill because you are the only space that we have. Let's close the curtain a bit so we can actually see what she looks like. But there you go. That is our Racing Hatsune Miku for 2018. This is an absolutely stunning figure, and I highly recommend you pick her up if you're into Hatsune Miku. And please remember, this is not the Good Smile Company version. That one comes out later this year, so please check back for that, because who knows, we might open that one too. But anyway, thanks again for tuning in. Yeah, also I did want to mention I've used a new mic this time, so if the quality sounds better, great. If it sounds rather shitty, then please let me know. But as always, thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate everyone coming back. Okay, so thanks again, and I'll see you in an anime figure opening video coming soon. Okay, bye!